All right, guys. So have you? I mean, if you've been on TikTok, Instagram, whatever, um, over the recent years, there's been this debate about millennials and Gen Z and who's aging faster. Basically, millennials are saying Gen Z is aging like spoiled milk. I mean, I usually reserve that for white folk, but yeah, they're aging like spoiled milk, terribly. I'm a millennial myself, and uh, I mean, I can't say that they're wrong, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. What I'm here to talk about is not biological aging, but phenotypical aging. So, metabolic aging, and how that's actually is contributing to a higher level or a 24% increase in colon cancer in younger generations. So, it turns out that uh, there was a study done, and I think it's Nature. It is Nature. It's one of the Nature offshoots. Um, I'll put it up here, but that they're showing that the younger generations are actually aging biologically or phenotypically faster than older generations, and that's why we see this increase in colorectal cancer these days. So, what's interesting here is that so to be honest, the study was it was okay. It was good, but I had issues. Now my issues are that it was very skewed to white males, right? Not a lot of minorities in the you know in the study, but what can you do? But also, you know, I look at it, and a lot of the data is actually between 1950s or people who were born in the 1950s to people who were born in around 1970, 1980. So it's I would say a limited amount of actual data that they have on the topic. But an interesting part of the study is that they use nine biochemical biomarkers to then figure out uh, the amount of aging or how much someone has aged from one generation to the next. So a lot of the biomarkers were, the typical ones when you get typical blood work. So, your white blood cell count, metabolic, metabolic markers, and things of that nature. Looking at your kidney function, your liver function, your lung health, and that's how they determined how much one age group is aging over the other. Now, what is interesting is that they actually, you know, found this data. So they didn't take the samples themselves. They used biobank. So they took this data from the UK and the US. Um, Go check it out. There's a table in there that says what they used and the nationalities and everything, race, all that. It's kind of, and then they only looked at the health of the UK samples, but not of the US samples, which was, I didn't like that too much. I'm just like, yo, health, especially colon cancer, health and what you eat is a factor. It's a huge factor in that. But something that they said, which I completely agree with, is that your obesity or the or the data that they got from patients who were obese, who had diabetes and things like that, were major factors in the amount of aging people's or the patient's organs and those who had colon cancer had, or the amount of aging, how much it increased. Now, granted, they only looked at unhealthy people who had cancer, and that's always been my issue with research. We don't look at healthy people, we don't research healthy people, and we don't see the differences between the two. But that's just a personal gripe.